What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the One Piece card game and to be more specific, OP09, which is called the Four Emperor, and it is going to be released on August 31st in Japan. And I think that this set is going to be interesting because it will introduce a new rarity. And here you guys can see my thumbnail saying it is the new God Rare. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a deep dive into the mindset of Bandai, and this is what I think that Bandai is doing, mainly drawing from evidence that we find and facts that we find from the Dragon Ball Super card game, and to really understand the possible trajectory of many of these cards. And also the trajectory of cards that are in people's hand right now. Are the manga rares that they have saved since, PRB01 only reprinted it in God packs? We're gonna really dive in, explore it, and stuff. So hit the like button, the subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And join my membership, support me, yeah. And just a disclaimer, this is my personal analysis of the situation. It doesn't really mean Bandai will do such things, and I do not want to cause any panic to the market. I'm not telling you to buy or sell or whatever. This is just a analysis. This is just a point of view. All right, so let's get into it. Now, when I saw this picture of the God, not the God Rare, but a gold manga card, with the King Roger, and today they've also released 4 different manga rare, each one for each of the 4 Emperor in the OP09. So it does seem that this set is going to be loaded. But here's the thing, OP09 is going to be a very, very dodgy set in terms of how they're being released and how there are 3 waves and so on. And there is definitely something going on that I believe to be happening, so that Bandai can maximize its profit. Just to clarify, what I mean by a little shady, a little fishy, is that the deadline for ordering from the distributors, the 3rd wave of the OP09 that is set to be released on October, is actually the next 24 hours. So within the next 24 hours, we could still place order for the 3rd wave. And, it's just amazing with the timing of these leaks. So, yeah. So, a lot of you guys ask, what is happening? Why do we get a gold manga rare card? Well, to be very honest, we're going to look at Dragon Ball Super cards. The Dragon Ball Super, or the Dragon Ball Super Masters in what they call it now, was actually first released in July 28, 2017 with the first set called Galactic Battle. In the Galactic Battle set, there were no secret rare. All the cards that were considered to be the highest rarity is called SPR, Special Rare if you would like to call it. And these cards look modest from what I can tell you, because I actually bought all 4 of them at release, because I thought that, hey, it looks really cool. I think I bought them at around like $50-$60 US, something along that line. And you guys can see from this trend since 2023, using the near mint condition in the TCG player, we can see that yeah, the price has gone nowhere but down. Because to be very honest, in the second set, Bandai did something very different. They realized that releasing SPR doesn't make sense. They need to release cards that have a chase. And they introduced the idea of parallel cards. And these are examples of 3 parallel cards. You have the base, Meteorologic Energy SSP Vegito at the bottom, and in the middle you have a SPR, and then you have a special alt art called SPR Signature. And obviously we know by introducing 3 rarities or actually it's still the same rarity but parallel art, which one is going to do really well. Obviously the parallel arts, the alternative artwork, is going to do really well. So they kept on going for another 2 sets, releasing all 8 of these kind of special signature SPR parallel cards. Now, I'm not sure why Bandai stopped releasing these cards. It is likely because there isn't any more new characters that can really sign these cards anymore. So yeah, what they decided to do was that, hey, let's just keep releasing parallel cards and secret rares, and so they did. And for the longest time, they did until one of these sets called Realms of Gods. Realms of Gods, yeah. And basically, they've released a new rarity called God Rare. And Bandai has released God Rare in one set, and then they stop in another, and then they release it again. So it was quite inconsistent. But you guys can see God Rare is considered to be a higher rarity than the Secret Rare card. So Secret Rare is already good. God Rare is even better. So yeah. And if you guys look at Dragon Ball Super cards right now, what you guys can see on TCG Player, the most expensive card, if you sort by price, is definitely going to be the God Rare card. And not far behind are a few Secret Rare, but what is very, very interesting is that, the top price cards are also those cards that are signed, those special parallel signed cards. And yeah, that's something that we see in Dragon Ball Super. And last but not least, in Dragon Ball Super, closer to the end of the Dragon Ball Super Masters, we see the release of Collector Boosters. Actually, Collector Boosters was actually mentioned a lot earlier on in the mid Dragon Ball Super timeline. And they actually proposed it, and then they actually canceled it, and they didn't actually release the collector booster until much later on. And with the collector boosters, they included some guarantee pulls of SPR or secret rare or something like that makes it more guarantee kind of thing. So yeah, that is the history of Dragon Ball Super. And you guys are wondering, hey, Collect Pokemon, I'm here for One Piece. Why are you telling me all these things about Dragon Ball Super? Because I can tell you this, because this is what I predict, and this is what I believe Bandai has learned. Now, what Bandai has learned from Dragon Ball Super is that secret rares means nothing. No one cares about the name Secret Rare. It doesn't matter if you put 1 or 2 chase card in it. As long as it's called a Secret Rare, people think they're happy if they pull one. That's why in PRP01, you can pretty much pull one every single box. So yeah, Secret Rare means nothing. Alternate artwork or parallel artwork sells well. That's really good. Now, what is better than parallel artwork? Parallel artwork that looks good will sell better. And so you guys can see in PRP01, they have new parallel artwork that is looking better than the original parallel artwork. And so usually what we see is that the price of these new parallel artwork will sell better than the old parallel artwork, and so on. And to be very honest, what they've also learned is that alternative artwork with a theme sells better because people want to collect them all. So yeah, if you have a parallel artwork in Dragon Ball Super, like all the signature rares, yeah, they sell quite well. So yeah, maybe nowadays that's where manga rare comes from. It has a theme. It is parallel artwork. People want to collect them. And yeah, that's where we get manga rare. Now what happens when the sales slows down? Well, introduce a new chase card. Give it a chase above secret rare. Call it like God Rare. Oh, but what makes God Rare even better? Well, what about a God Rare that has a theme to it? And what makes it a better theme than a manga rare theme? And that is exactly what we're seeing. That is why we're seeing 5 manga rare in OP09 set, because they want to introduce to you guys a new higher rarity. And I think going forward, because Bandai knows after OP09, the next few set is going to be total disaster. They're going to introduce a new god rarity. And they're going to make one of these god rarity card, the gold manga rare, and they're going to reprint this to other manga rare. They're going to give this gold treatment to other manga rare. And so we have, how many manga rare do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 12, something along that line. Yeah, that can last Bandai another year or so before they have to think about something new to make to sell the cards. And that is exactly what I think is going to happen. And what if these doesn't work? What's next? Well, if sales still remain low after the next year or so, because no one really, care about the god rare because it is too difficult to chase, something like that. Well, they're gonna introduce a premium collection booster box or something like that, which guarantees a manga or something like that. And you can guarantee a manga pull in every case, maybe call it the list or something like that. Yeah, and maybe they're gonna introduce serialized cards, and not just any serialized card, but serialized god rare manga rare card. So with a signature or something like that. So that is something possible. And if things still doesn't work out in 2 or 3 years time, hit the restart button, and we're gonna create OP09 or sorry, One Piece Diffusion card game or something along that line. So that is definitely very, very possible. This is possible in terms of my personal opinion. I'm not saying Bandai will do this. I don't think Bandai, I don't even think Bandai plans ahead that much, knowing that, they might introduce something into a set and then cancel it and then reintroduce it again. So, yeah, but, this is my thinking. Now, at the end of this video, usually when no one else is watching, so I won't be called out for manipulating the market or something like that. First of all, I don't have any manga rare cards. The only One Piece things I have is one OP2 booster box, 3 more case of PRB01 left, and maybe I ordered like 3 to 5 case of OP09, something along that line. That's the only One Piece stuff I have. So what do I think would happen to the manga rare? Manga rare is going to drop in price. It's very, very simple. When you introduce a new rarity, a new chase, the older ones usually will fall down in price. And we've seen this from time to time. And manga rare we're going to see a much greater differentiation between the price. Certain manga rare will keep high or maintain a high price, maybe like Nami, for example, or things like Gear 5, Luffy, those would be still sought after. But all the other mangas are likely to drop in price because that will make way for a new tier of manga rare cards, which is the gold god rare, I call it. So, yeah, that's Bandai, and that's what I think is going to happen. So, yeah, my analysis, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. This is Collect Pokemon. Bye bye.